Good day, everyone. Alice here from Sophie Financial Network. Today is June 14, 2023. Here is another daily analysis. Okay, we had CPI number, PPI today, and also Fed meeting today as well. It was a big announcement that they're gonna pause for this month, and they will have everything on their radar for the next Fed meeting, which is gonna be a live meeting in months of July. So we'll see how it goes. But lots of questions just asked from Jerry Powell that why you don't increase the rate right now when you have expectation for another 50 basis rate increase for 2023. And he was just, I don't know, he didn't answer those questions clearly. He said, you're gonna just watch the market if it is required, but this is gonna be expectation. This is not gonna be a must. And we're just, we will be a database dependent, and we'll see how it goes. But market just assume that they're gonna bluff, and they are bluffing for the move for the higher rate. And this hawkish tone is kind of like foreseeable before the meeting. And also pause was foreseeable. If you remember my previous video, I just said I'm kind of like inclined to have like a pause rather than pivot or even rate increase. I know Bank of Canada, Bank of Australia, and New Zealand, they just increased the rate, but it's their own decision. U.S. Fed doesn't do that, and they didn't today, and they're just starting to giving a market signal that we are at the end of the rate hike cycle, and probably we will stay like this for a long time. And market just expecting for more pivot or kind of like a decrease for the rate this year, but it was kind of like based on the dot plot, which dot plot actually is, to be honest, is garbage. If you want to rely on the dot plot, you just change. You just need to change your mind, basically, if you're in the market, just because dot plot will be changed regularly. And it is not surprise for those economists that see the dot plot has been changing. And the dot plot is based on the data. Data will change and dot plot will change. But if you're expecting, because dot plot shows that we will have like another 50 basis this year, and also it's going to just start coming down next year, and then coming down another year, like a following year. Well, it can happen, it can't, but it's there is no guarantee for that one. So basically, market for the months of June, we had like a very nice uptick. This is S&P 500. This is S&P 500 chart, monthly chart. So we are just finishing very not finishing, like we are middle of the month. So this monthly candle is pretty bullish. And to be honest, I didn't expect this one is happening right now. I should say, if this month close above 4,200, which we are at 43.79. If we are close above 4,200, we are getting back to the bullish momentum, at least something like this. So when we get above SMA 20 in the monthly chart, we just continue to the upside, and we are just getting back to the bull side. So here is the COVID crash. We got back into the bull market when we got finished above SMA 20, and that was kind of like a month of May. This is months of June, July, August. So you see strong rally all the way up to the upside, and probably we'll see the same scenario. So I was expecting, to be honest, a dip down and then coming back to the summer rally, but seems like summer rally started. As I said before, summer rally just started, and we just keep invested in the market right now. So S&P 500 weekly candle just break out above August top. Previously, we just mentioned that August top is going to be our target, but seems like market doesn't want to stay in that target, and just reaching out to the maximum levels right now. So it goes 43.80, and the March top could be kind of like the scenario for the next tackle. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to the daily analysis. So daily chart was pretty volatile session, to be honest. Anyway, if you want to slice it and dice it, today was pretty volatile. When just MOM, just a meeting minute, came up. Market just sold off nicely all the way down to here, just the support here with this one ridge bar. So market just hold up pretty well above 43.35, and then just buyers coming back up again, just buy the market. And right now we are into this very, very important daily, I should say, a supply area here. So we have got just a down tick here all the way down to here. We're just coming back up. Two sharp sell-off candles, supply area coming down all the way to here. So we are getting back to the original supply area that initiate this downside move. I should say the lots of danger zone is happening. So 44 to 4,500. So we're just going one level by one level, and as I said before, we are not forecasting. We are just want to be on the right side of the market. And all my subscribers, we are just rebalancing our portfolio, but we don't short the market. Just because shorting the market when market has this momentum, it's kind of like a suicide trade or suicide investment. We keep invested, but we are just moving our position from kind of like a I should say spicy one, a technology one. We still have those ones, but we cut our positions to some smashed and hammered names, and no one just have faith on it. And we just have those ones in our portfolio. We just accumulate and rebalancing our portfolio just because I believe this rally can last if we got more bullish momentum with all the other stocks as well. So it can't be just 1, 2, 3, or 10 stocks just continuing to rally up and up and up and up, and then the other ones just going down. So it's not possible. We have got lots of good names that are hammered. Like I just posted, this is just a tip for you folks because I'm not gonna share my entire portfolio. It's gonna be for VIP people, but ST Louder, for example, let me just bring the chart after this, but ST Louder is one of the best one in today's market that I'm just buying and buying and buying. And this is a monthly chart. As you see here, we got into this nice demand area with the monthly candle. But if we go to the daily and weekly, let's go to the daily here. So we had pretty nice uptick. So we bought ST Louder a lot here. So when this one is coming down, crashed, we just got our first position to this gap fill. So this gap fill at the bounce coming down, ending diagonal right now. This trend has been broken to the upside nicely just yesterday and today with the gap top. So just the rocket is launching all the way. So I'm just expecting this one is getting back above $200 shortly, and then just probably consolidation for the next move to 240. And this is gonna be one of our trade investment that we are just sharing with our subscribers. And I just posted in my channel as well. So if you're interested, make sure that just go to Stocky Financial Network, and just it's gonna be just a 25 Canadian dollar per month. Pretty cheap, but very, very valuable subscription. And you won't regret it if you just see my portfolio, if you see my analysis. And it's going to be very, very easy for you folks to digest and understand the data, because I'm not gonna give you like tons of information. I'm gonna be very, very straightforward, just sharing my portfolio, giving you the report, and it's gonna be my real portfolio. It's not gonna be a fake one. You can see the screenshot of my portfolio basically, and it's gonna be everything. I will let you know why I get into that investment trade. It's not gonna be a day trading. It's gonna be an investment portfolio swing trade, kind of like a multi-months or multi-weeks swing trade investment portfolio. And it's going to be just a very, very fun stuff for you folks if you want to just gradually make your money and just be relaxed on this volatile market, which I assume even with this rally, folks, even with this S&P 500 rally, it's pretty tough for everyone to making money. I know that from the bigger picture, you see that, okay, I buy here, and then leave it for now. But it's not that simple for those ones who are in the market. They understand what I'm saying. But basically, S&P 500 just getting into this supply area, and momentum wise we are pretty overstretched. IMI, we are just getting again to the overbought condition. RSI getting to kind of like a danger zone for now, if you just ask me, every single time when we got here. So this is the level. So when we got here, we just got here today, and whenever we got here, that is pretty sharp, I should say, sell-off area for the RSI, and we are just getting above a 73% right now. So MACD just shows a nice divergence here, not confirming with RSI, not confirming with stochastic. So that's why we just neglect this divergence signal, as it is very, very weak, and we just got it from one indicator, not the other ones as well. Moving on to Nasdaq. So Nasdaq had a pretty nice day. So it was pretty volatile session. I got short Nasdaq position. Right now, Nasdaq is just going all the way up to here to 15, and I got my risk-free, and after fifth session, just the risk-free, and then hit the risk-free. So it's just one of those days that it was pretty volatile. Seems like Nasdaq is getting back into 15,177 to 15,400. So this is the area that I'm looking for Nasdaq. I was looking for this time period, but seems like net market is getting back to this momentum pretty sharply, and we can just expect sooner than later. So if we get kind of like, I should say, a corrective move, that's going to be a big correction, sharp correction. Look at the divergence between this and this SMA. So when we have this divergence here, every single time when we got this divergence, we have like a consolidation to get close to this SMA, then rally, or we have like a sharp sell-off coming down. So here's the divergence when we got into parabolic move, almost vertical move to the upside. We got sharp sell-off after that to hit SMA 20. Then we got a bounce, and ultimately we ended up to this demand area. So right now, this is one demand, and the second one is here. So market kind of like an O to this demand area. Probably we'll see ABC corrective move to the downside, and then get into here, and then we can just start forming the bottom here around 13,600 to 13,800. But when this happens, I don't know. So, but if that happens, that's going to have like this demand area and this demand area. But ultimately, I'm just looking for this top information here for Nasdaq. Seems like that's not going to be the top for 2023. So we should just keep the market in our eye, and just go day by day. But this is, as I said yesterday, is very, very, very strong resistance area. So because we got pierce all the way down to here, just engulfed this pivot, going back up, rejection, coming down to the lower low, again getting back up. So this nice W pattern even forms pretty nicely, but ended up to here and then rejected down to the lower low. So lots of sellers still stuck there, and I'm sure that we will see a nice kind of like a sell-off signal from here if we get there. At least it's going to be a hiccup consolidation minimum, if you ask me. All right, moving on to Dow Jones Industrial. So Dow Jones ended up to the red territory today. So we just got back and back test this broken trend line. So here's the trend line. We're broken up. So we're just coming back test here. But when we get back up here, we need to get close above this. So this triangle, that's going to be your buy signal. So the buy signal is going to be when we get above this pivot, which happened yesterday. So any close above, I should say, let me just go to the chart. Any close above 34,315, that's going to be the level to buy. So right now, Dow Jones needs to hold up this pivotal point for now, and then probably it's going to consolidate here. The reason Dow Jones was weak today was this stock, which is United Health, and that is kind of like a big role player in Dow area. So United Health coming down just because In US, they said they're going to increase the expense of the healthcare and insurance healthcare. So that's why United Health actually got impact on this, and it's just coming down sharply. But look at the candle. So I know it was like a sharp sell-off coming down, but lots of buyers are coming back to support this area. So this one goes back to this nice demand area. So that's why people are just relying on this. But this is the demand area which lots of institutions actually got support for this stock right now. So this is a nice bottoming tail shooting hammer to the upside. So this one can still have like a momentum to here, I believe. But we will see if there is another sell-off. That would be kind of like interesting to buy from here. So any like a pullback to this area, which is 400 to 420. Huh, such a nice number, 420. So that's going to be the level for United Health. Actually, it goes to the marijuana. This is United Health and 420. So just easy to remember these ones. All right, so that's the name, just the impact of market and Dow Jones especially. And that's why Dow Jones just coming down. But today, we just have a nice bottoming tail as well, just supporting by this area. So this area, so got support here, and the buyers just come back. This is kind of like a good buy keys to here, to this breakout level. So we'll see how it goes. If it's going to hold up pretty well, if it's going to consolidate here, that's going to be a next leg up for the Dow Jones. The good thing for Dow is consumer staple, which is XLB. Actually, these ones are forming pretty positive. So this is XLB, and this is the one that I just accumulate more stocks here. So if you just want to see this one pretty nicely forming a bottoming formation right now. So this is a nice dynamic trend line. And right now, we just need to close above 74. If we get above 74, this can go all the way down to here, up to here to 78, which is a massive resistance here. And if we just get above 77, 78, if it consolidates here and digest the move, that's going to poise its way for 81, which is a double top here. So consumer staple, that's going to be the next driver of the market. If you ask me, it's kind of like a sector rotation, and we should just see how it goes for the future. Moving on to some individual names. Starting with yield as usual. So yield is up today, but pretty volatile. I should say yield forms the top. So here is a nice QM pattern. So we got up, we got below this. Right now, this one goes back up again to this area. So if it goes down for the next days, that's going to be a nice, I should say, top information. And this one just confirmed with this, which is treasuries. Treasuries, however, when yield was up, treasury needs to go down. But treasury hold up pretty well. The whole entire session, treasury was strong. So as long as treasury hold up this area, I was waiting for another, to be honest, a dip here to 98, stop 100, stop 100. Then we can just get into this with a nice divergence. But seems like treasury holds for now. If we get above 103, 104, then we should see just a pullback to another rally to 108. So these are the scenarios that I'm looking for, but treasuries, obviously, that's going to be outperformer. Still, I'm just looking for lots of good stuff from this. Gold just sold off the whole entire session. It just went up, and then look at the candle. So the candle is just forming a nice, this is a bear flag to the downside. So 1890 or 1914, that's going to be the level for gold. And if you ask me, I'm just still looking for this, even just breaking this trend line to 1859. Some people are saying low 1800. That's going to be another possibility. But we need to get below this first. 1940, that's going to be the level for gold. So if it breaks down below this, especially in the weekly chart, which is going to be next 2 days, then it's going to pave its way for low 1900. and even lower here. So we'll see how it goes with gold. But gold is going to be one of those good names that needs to digest its move and needs to have like a corrective move to the downside. Crude just coming down today, 61 cents to the downside. Nothing happening again. Crude is in big consolidation phase. And to be honest, it's kind of like a warning for economy. More higher crude price is going to be warning sign, and even less higher crude price, even less crude price is going to be warning sign as well. Crude needs to just stabilize around a good level. So right now, crude is just showing off very, very nicely. So that's going to cool down the inflation. So as you see here, this is kind of like forming very, very nice bottoming formation, I should say. It's going to just pave its way for another rally to the upside, or no, I don't know. So, or even this one can go down here. So it's kind of like a forming very bullish. I'm kind of like a bullish for crude. Crude can go higher and higher. But right now, we just need to see a development in the chart in either way, just going down or going up. So right now, it's just doing nothing since especially November 2022. Look at the crude price. Crude is just going over right now. VIX is coming down to the 5%. So VIX had like a nice 2 days bounce, but this one is coming down. I believe this can go down here to $12 to $13 again for the next days, for kind of like a forming the bottoming formation for the next spike to the upside. So we'll see how it goes. DXY coming down. So DXY coming down, I think this needs to consolidate here more, because if it consolidates here, that's going to be a bearish signal for Dixie's coming down here to that area, which is going to be a good possible scenario for gold and treasuries. Moving on to technology words, Apple starting. So Apple just nicely going up, 64 cents to the upside. Amazon 24 cents to the upside. Nice candle, nice bottoming tail. Amazon can go 130 to 137. Meta still going higher and higher, 273. So Meta is just performing very, very well. Microsoft, $3 for now. So Microsoft, even after market, went higher and just pretty close to double top or triple top or fourth top or new all-time high. Google, just a 16 cents loss, but look at the candle. As long as Google is above 121.11, so it's kind of like a forming the bottoming here as well. Netflix, $5.13 up, nicely going up to this area. So we'll see how it goes with Netflix. But Netflix is getting close to this gap window. So we'll see how it goes for the next time if it gets there. So it's going to consolidate here and getting all the way up to 508, which is going to be a gap fill. Tesla just forming the top information, to be honest. This target has been met, and right now we are just in gap fill. If it consolidates here, more consolidation means the breakout to the upside. But right now, it's kind of like a tough to get through to this big resistance area. Moving on to the semiconductors, which was kind of like the rock star for today. So semis are strong. There is nothing wrong. It's SMH. It's getting to kind of like a double top or kind of like a new all-time high. Pretty close, pretty close. If you get above 160, that's going to be new all-time high. SOX, the same pattern, but it has like a more room to get to the new all-time high. Right now, it's just forming the same scenario like SMH. TSM, this one is coming up nicely. So yesterday, it was like this candle was kind of like a topping formation, but seems like they just get a sell-off one day or two, and the buyers are coming back again. So these ones have lots of momentum. AMD 2.25% to the upside after yesterday's sell-off. AMD nice regain today. This one, NVIDIA just hit new all-time high again today, 4.81% to the upside. NVIDIA just crashed 420 level and just go all the way up to 429. Texas Instrument ended up negative, but look at the candle. The candle is not that bad. So Texas Instrument can go still to test this 186. So we'll see how it goes for now. Lam Research $4.49. So this one is just getting back to the bull momentum. 661 is coming to the radar. Moving on to the financials. XLF, this one is coming down along with Dow Jones, along with Russell, but this can go higher after a consolidation. KBE, which is a large cap bank ETF, this one is in consolidation phase, and it just needs to do more for the next breakout to the upside. So we'll see how it goes. The same pattern for KRE, which is a regional bank ETF. So this one, consolidation. The next one can go to $49, $50. JP Morgan just getting into this 144 and then coming down. So this needs to form more kind of like a pattern consolidation, but this is very, very bullish, to be honest. This pattern is very, very bullish. Any close above 144 can just initiate another rally to 160. So I'm pretty bullish. I have this one, and I'm kind of like a bullish in banking sector as well. So Goldman Sachs, this one, just a sell off today, 4.8 cents, $4.08 to the downside. It's getting to this supply area, so lots of sellers are taking control here. That could be an M pattern. I don't know. I'm not sure because banking sector overall is good. So this one needs to follow the banking sector as well. So Wells Fargo just coming down, reacting to this dynamic trend line nicely, just coming down, but more consolidation can initiate rally to $44 to $45. Citigroup, just a sharp sell-off today, 85 cents. Nothing bad, nothing good. This is very, very volatile stock. It's not my favorite one. Moving on to the gold miner, GDX, 2 cents down. So gold miners, easy day for them. They can just go down still here. I'm just looking for $29 to $30 and then finding a bottoming formation here. Even it can go to this gap. So it's just a stretching down for those ones who put the stop loss here and then going up. So it's kind of like a following up with the gold price. GDXJ, this one is just 15 cents downside. AEM, which is like Nico Eagle, 8 cents up, but again, not a good action for today. And EM, this one still is in consolidation phase. It shouldn't go below this because if it goes below this, it can go all the way down to here to test this double bottom. Franco Nevada, 27 cents right now. Nothing special. Gold Barrick, just 3 cents to the downside again. No move for it. Moving on to the last sector for today, XLE, which is the energy spider. This one is coming down along with gold. XOP, oil and gas exploration ETF, after this breakout, needs to consolidate here for the next rally if it wants to. OIH, the same pattern, needs to more consolidation. If it consolidates here, that's going to give us a nice way to the upside. Exxon, $1.28 down. Chevron, $1.42. Oxygen, 30 cents down. So I have this one in my portfolio, but this one doesn't look good, to be honest. Kind of like a bear flag. I don't know if it's going to just breaking to the downside. So hopefully not, but we'll see. A rig, just uptick today. So 30 cents to the uptick upside. And right now it's just forming a different pattern. So the one that I drew here, it's kind of like it doesn't work. It's just a going sideways consolidation for a long time. We'll see how it goes. I believe I covered everything. It's just getting more than usual analysis, but I think that was kind of like a required sometimes. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good month. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.